A-list in the house. Hi,
Ooh,
Autumn. Oh,
haven't seen you.
I missed you.
My chocolate love. Look at that tan.
I am so chocolatey. I am chocolatey. It's so good to be back, though. But that vacation was everything.
You were gone for like a month. Like it felt like you
I
literally was
was.
like you were
You
everywhere.
know what? It's so true. I did the, what was it, like 10 or 11 days, the WHUR World Tour in Fiji. The Fiji Islands are amazing. I fell in love with the Fijian people. It was just really, really, really cool. So every year, everybody's got to do the WHUR World Tour. It's always amazing. And then 2 days later, I went on vacation. My sweetie and I went to St. Lucia. And if I didn't get chocolatey enough in Fiji, I, kind of finished myself off there. It was amazing. I love
You're
St.
double
Lucia.
fudge chocolate. That's what you are. Double fudge.
Double fudge! And you're always beautiful. I know, we have not caught up. I mean, we texted each other just personally, but we haven't done a fresh A-list in a couple weeks.
I
A lot's
know.
going on.
This
A
feels
lot.
good. It feels good to be back and
It
seeing you,
does.
of course, and feeling your energy. So I'm ready. Let's
Thank
go.
you. I'm ready too. And there's something, I just have to tease. I know you said you're not ready to, put it out there yet, but Autumn Joy has something for all of us to see and, tell all of our friends about and watch constantly. I'm not going to say anything, but keep your eyes and ears open because it's big. And I'm so proud of my sis. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm going to say right now. But by next week, she said I could spill the beans.
I will spill the beans.
I'm like, can I say it? Can I say it? Not yet. Okay. But you know what? So tonight, hold on, Angela, hold on. But tonight we've got a very special guest. She's going to join us in just a few minutes. Everybody loves her from Ready to Love, and it looks like she's found some love. But we're going to bring her on in just a moment. But so much has been going on. I'm from Buffalo, New York. And while I'm out here on this world tour, just the devastating, shooting at it's like Safeway and Giant, in the Washington, D.C. area. Tops is where everybody shops, black, white, or whatever. And one of the Tops in, one of the black neighborhoods, everybody knows by now this, white supremacist comes out of his neighborhood, comes deliberately to this Tops to shoot up people. And, it seems like this is a part of our daily lives now, where some terrorist, now the elementary school in Texas. I mean, this new normal, I'm not ready for it. And something definitely needs to be done.
Yeah. And you know what it is, Angela? We have to be careful that we don't become desensitized because
Right.
we've already experienced almost 200 mass shootings just in this year alone, and
Yeah.
it's gotten to the point now where because we hear about it so much, people just, keep scrolling or, rest in peace. And it's
Right.
just a cycle that keeps going and going and going. And, what we have to remember is, yes, everything that is happening right now is very tragic. But we have to also keep in mind that the only way that anything is ever going to change is by voting out these politicians and
That's
people
right.
that support these gun laws, that support these gun rights. And, they just, the terrorist that murdered those babies in Texas just turned 18. And the first thing he does is go out and buy 2 assault rifles. And he was able to do that because within this past year, they just lowered the age for you to be able to buy a gun in Texas. And so the first thing that this person did was take full advantage of that law. And so when you see these politicians on social media offering their condolences and rest in peace, and it's like, well,
Empty.
how are you going to offer your condolences when the NRA is your biggest donator?
That's right. Money motivated. I do. It's like you're pretty much saying your money and power is more important than the lives of these innocent children and innocent adults. I mean, anyone who is a victim to this senseless hate crimes, it's the system. This 18-year-old didn't just come up with this by himself. It's the system that is flawed. And I totally agree with you, Autumn, that it's enough and it's time to do something, at the political level. People getting away with it. I mean, I'm sick of the let's pause for a moment of silence or, let's pray for the families, all that stuff. Yeah, that's well and good. Let's stop the violence. You know,
We need
it sounds
tangibles.
cliche.
We need tangibles, and I think it's also an insult. You know, it's getting to the point now where the whole mental health thing is starting to become a little bit of an insult. We can't keep blaming, oh, mental health. You know, he doesn't be stuck sitting in an institution. It's his mental health. He doesn't need to go to jail, and that's the direction that they're going in with the terrorists that shot up Buffalo. And you know, something that we have to, you know, to take us into the mental health as we are winding down Mental Health Awareness Month. It's not fair to those people that do take their mental health serious and that do take medication and that do seek help and they do talk to therapists to actively help. These people are not mentally unstable. These are people that are terrorists. For instance, the Buffalo shooter had a whole manifesto. He was online talking to 10 people about what he was going to do. That's not mental health. That is a terrorist.
Well, it is a terrorist. And I would say, though, that he did have and does have mental health issues. I mean, because, you know, he also decapitated a cat. And, you know, when they looked into his background, he had some, you know, signs that this is a very unstable individual. But when you think about it, anyone who will go that route, you're probably not dealing with someone who is 100% there anyway. But I totally agree that the whole system is flawed. And you take away those gun laws, then you take away a lot of these problems. We just have to pray. I mean, there's so much that's going on. There's the baby formula shortage, you know, is a thing right now. And, you know, I guess people have to, I don't know, I guess make your own formula until, you know, things get a little bit better. Another thing, you know, in all these travels, it was surprising to me to see so many people that are still going around with no mask. And I mean, I know the mandate was lifted, but now the numbers are back up. And now we've got this monkeypox thing that's happening. I think the mask, I would just like to encourage people, put that mask back on. That'll help.
Is monkeypox, I haven't really done any research, but is it airborne or is it?
It is. Both. They said it's respiratory, it's airborne, but it's also an exchange of bodily fluids. So, you know, I think put your mask on and
put your mask on, wear condoms.
Yes.
I guess
just careful who you're kissing.
I think it's gotten to the point now where you just have to protect yourself at every facet. Like there's every
facet.
And it's like, here we go, as we're planning on trying to enjoy some semblance of our first normal summer. And now we got to worry about monkeypox. It's like I heard about chicken pox. I've heard about smallpox. I've heard about 2 pox. But, you know, monkeypox.
It is new. It's a whole new pox. But you know what I think? If we just look at the recent history and how the numbers just went way down, and it created a false sense of security, so much so that our President Biden got on the media saying, okay, everybody can take your mask down. It was too soon. Because as soon as everybody stopped wearing their masks, the numbers start going back up. So I agree with what you said. Just be careful, protect yourself. And, you know, it's not over. So just do all the precautionary things that we've been doing to make the numbers go down and we'll be fine. I don't think people need to panic because of monkeypox or anything else, but I don't think we need to get relaxed either. I think just, you know, just take care of yourself and be smart about it.
Are they talking about a vaccine for monkeypox or?
They're saying that it's a little too soon for all of that. I think because there haven't been very many cases. And, you know, what the authorities are saying at this point is just all the stuff that we're saying. Still just be safe. And it's still kind of early.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go Google who makes the vaccine for monkeypox, and I'm going to put my little coin on the stock market. So
there you go. Might as well monetize. Oh my gosh. You know what? Okay. We have a special guest and we've, you know, she's actually joining us from Mexico. So yeah, we don't need to make her wait any longer. I don't know if she's on vacation or if she's down there shooting. We have to ask her, but we all love her. I mean, she is one of the hot guests on Ready to Love. And she's an artist. I mean, in her own right. I mean, if you like go-go music, if you just enjoy some good singing, you already know. Shall we bring her on? Ladies and gentlemen, bring her on. Bring her ladies and gentlemen, Joi Carter. Oh my goodness. Hi, lady.
Oh man. Hi, how are you guys doing?
Hey, gorgeous.
I know, you're so gorgeous. Look at this Mexico team. So for starters, what are you doing in Mexico? What's going on?
So if you watch the show, you hear me talk about that I work in Mexico 6 months out of the year. So I am almost done my contract. So I'll be home and what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 4 days I'll be home.
Oh, there you go. So what do you, 6 months out of the year, are you singing in Mexico or is it filming? Or
yes, it's singing. Right now I'm at a performance venue that has like multiple different shows from like Broadway to Tina Turner, Whitney Houston. Yeah, so.
Nice. Don't you find that overseas people kind of appreciate American artists even more than they do in the States?
Yes,
depends on where.
What I'm gonna say is that Puerto Vallarta is a tourist town, so you are getting a lot of Canadians, a lot of U.S. Tourists here. So to have something that's familiar back home, like yes, they do appreciate coming to see Mamma Mia or coming to see Motown, and but the appreciation is honestly people buy tickets at home. So
oh, good. Amen to that. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So being in Puerto Vallarta, I hope I pronounced that correctly. My Spanish.
Vallarta.
My Spanish is a little rusty. Like in Mexico, because obviously, like me, when you said Mexico, I'm like, oh my God. But has it become like, I'm ready to come home. I'm not really interested, too much longer. Or does it ever just kind of feel like, it's not as the beach isn't as popping as it once was?
No. So where I'm at now, this is a different season for me. So normally my season is done by March. We're now in May. So I am like, ready to come because it is super hot, like hot. So I do not want to be here for Mexican summer.
Yeah, it's pretty there though. I was in Puerto Vallarta for just one of those cruises. I think it was the Soul Train cruise. So I was just there for like 4 hours, but it's beautiful. The beaches are amazing.
Beautiful place. Woo! Beautiful city. Yeah.
Okay, so Joi, I want to talk about your love life, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get into it. So here you are. I'll be honest, I'm new to the show. New to watching Ready to Love. But tell us about how you first. I know, but I'm here now. I'm here. So let's talk about your journey and what made you sign up for it and all of that. How'd you get on it and how's that been going?
So I've been a fan of the show since season 1. So if anyone has been watching the show for that long, you know that it's really changed. The elimination process kind of changes who they get rid of. The amount of people has changed. But what I've loved throughout the seasons is maturity. Like you're hoping that the people that come on the show are, there with a purpose is to find something that is substance. Yeah. You want to go into a pot of people that you're thinking they're all there for love. But also the type of conversations that you're having, the type of situations that they put you in. Yes, it's a bit unrealistic, but to go on with like-minded people with the same intent, I was like, okay, yeah. But watching it before, I'm like, okay, I'm not really ready. I wouldn't be ready. But I was like, if it comes to town, I'm getting on this show. And the time that, they had, casting, I was like, I'm ready. And I knew I was ready. Emotionally, mentally, I knew I was ready. I got rid of all of the things that were, holding me back, holding my heart back. And I was like, yes, like, okay.
Autumn, you can relate to this. Autumn was on a similar, talk about your.
Oh, how you doing, Autumn?
Girl.
Oh, you didn't
Listen, my show was like a lifetime ago. I did Flavor of Love years ago.
Autumn.
Yeah,
Autumn.
I know. Thanks, Angela. Goodness gracious.
I'm sorry.
She's like, that was a pass, Angela.
I'm like, Autumn knows.
My show, you got to think when Flavor of Love came out, that was
a
like
long time
early
ago.
reality TV. So like there was no scripted. It was like, all right, y'all, go, and so it was kind of like, but I did pretty good. I made top 3. We went to the south of France.
Yes.
And like I don't regret
You
a
were
moment.
awesome. You
Right.
Yeah. You didn't have to kiss Flavor Flav. I had to kiss Flavor Flav. So yeah, very different.
Lucky girl.
She's gonna get me. But I've never been on a show like this, and I would imagine. I mean, okay, it's one thing to go on a dating site. You don't know what you're gonna get, but you see the people, you swipe, whichever way you're
Never
gonna
been.
swipe. Never been. So okay, so here you are on this dating show though, and the people are like right there. For me, I'd be like, what if I don't like any of them? Because they pick the people, right? You don't pick them.
Right.
So Joi, talk about you got so lucky. Tell us about Clifton and you and how the sparks were flying and how you two connected.
Well, to go back to what you were saying initially, if my person wasn't there, I wouldn't have stayed. I wouldn't have just tried to, work
Make
through
it work.
That's not, oh, heck no, that's not the type of person I am. But Clifton and I connected the first day. I didn't really get to talk to him initially. They had everyone else kind of coming over to me. Excuse me. Then when we finally got a break, I walked over to him and I was like, we haven't spoken yet. And I'm like, we need to make this happen. He was like, yeah, for sure. So what you see on the show, it's nighttime when you actually see us talk. But our first conversation was during the day. And that conversation was probably about maybe 35, 45 minutes. Like we all on camera. And it was the most comfortable, effortless conversation I have ever had. I never felt like I couldn't be me. You know what I mean? But I also walked into the whole process being me. I'm like, you're gonna love me, you're gonna hate me, but this is me. And off the jump, I'm like, wait a minute, he's quick wit with these jokes. I'm like, wait, hold on. You like what I like in talking about the future, not right now, talking about the future, how you see your life.
Nice.
But with that, we connected on other stuff, like, the loss of our fathers and how important our dads, were to us. And just that on top of his voice, because he could be reading like the recipe to, pasta bolognese. And I'm going to be like, yes,
Ooh.
yes.
Oh, I love that. I love it.
So when you were on the show, like how much of it, because, okay, as a consumer, when we watch it, obviously we're just like, okay, was this forced? Now that it's like over and you're back into your real life and things are moving forward, are you all still like keeping in contact? Are the butterflies still there? And are we really, can we expect like
Girl,
real?
He is the first person I talk to in the morning and the last person I talk to at night. He has been to Mexico 6 times. He comes here like every 2 weeks. So we make this work. Like he is my everything. This is my forever. I know this. We know this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make us cry, girl. So all right. So with the show, I know there's some controversy and what's going on with the whole, I know there's gotta be, right? That's how it works. But the whole, what's her name? Dakia, whatever. What's her story?
Oh, I don't know her story.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, but okay, so you don't know her story. And so there's always gotta be some kind of an antagonist, if it's a good TV show, a good movie, good drama.
Y'all were so invested in the story that the show wanted you to see. We didn't live that. Like, honestly, we really thought we were living like this awesome love story. And we got to the reunion and we're probably already maybe like a few episodes in. And it was like our first time hearing that it was a love triangle. So we were like, what?
Who edited that one?
Yeah, so that was the thing. It's like we had no clue we know what we were living. We know the reality that we were, but the reality that you guys got to see was something that was already, it was pre-made. They already knew what they were going to show. We just didn't know the story at all.
Yeah.
Because, like a love triangle means like, each side is equal, right? But it wasn't equally yoked. Like that wasn't what was happening, So it was a shock. That was a huge shock. But nonetheless, the one thing that remains true, like what undeniable fact is Clifton and I are in love. Like we are together. That is a fact, regardless of anything else, misconception, controversy, who said, she said, they said, doesn't matter. The fact is Clifton and I, that is the best. That's the only place I want to be.
Love. I need to be on there, girl.
but I'm gonna say this. I say this to anyone who ever thinks of being on the show. You have to find your own way. Mm-hmm. Like you can't just. Someone can say, okay, well, you got to date everybody, and it's just a process. No, you have to do your own work. You have to. You have to make it your own, because there's a lot of work that you do off camera. The conversations, what you're talking about, that's the work you have to do. You can't just rely on the dates that we don't set up in order to build something. It doesn't work that way. If you really want to build something with someone, you're going to have to do that additional work to actually, build something, honestly. And honestly,
we walk up to them and be like, hey, we haven't talked yet. What's up? Like,
I mean, that is, and see, that's the other. I'm built a certain way. I'm a confident individual. I have no problem speaking to anyone. A man does not have to chase me, especially like if he doesn't know it's okay. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to let a man know, like,
that's right.
It's all right. Yeah, So, and I have no fear when it comes to that. And especially in that type of situation, all of us are here for supposedly the same reason. So why be shy? It's no reason to do, go for what you want. When I say closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths do not get fed. You better open your mouth.
That's right. And so you guys are moving on to the next level. I have to ask you what was going through your mind when he got on one knee and asked you to move in with him. Were you thinking a ring? He was going to give you a ring, and or did you know this was coming? Or I know it's television and not sure how much is scripted and how much isn't, but just tell us what was going through your mind.
I knew it wasn't going to be a ring. We talked about it because, that type of moment, you want to be in a room filled with all of the people who love you, your friends, your family. Yeah. People who, support that. So I knew it wasn't going to be that, but I love seeing him be that hopeless romantic. Like that was just such a turn on, any man that makes any effort to show their affection, to show their love and appreciation of the woman. I'm just like, oh.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that's
and then
beautiful.
the other part, like, that's my man. That's my baby right there. Him.
He's mine. He loves me too. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't want to be hogging up all the questions. What you got, Autumn?
Oh, I mean, I'm here for it. I'm just ready for the wedding and babies and just the sequel. Like, I wish you nothing but like continued success with everything. It's so hard to find true love. So he loves you, and girl, bask in all of that. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I'm here.
I am too. And congratulations with your music. I mean,
thank you.
Autumn, as Autumn and you. It's funny, Autumn and Joi.
Right.
Autumn and Joi. But as you both, have experienced having a platform like a reality show, right or wrong, but, not for nothing. It's a great platform to promote whatever else it is that you're doing. And Joi Carter, I'm just so happy that your music is still popping, that you're taking full advantage of this platform. And no, not taking advantage of it?
Honestly, I mean, and I'm being honest. No, I don't really have anything to sell. I don't really have anything to promote. I didn't go in there already thinking, oh, I have a book or I have perfume coming out. Like, no, I really like.
But what I meant was,
But I just want to. I want to. The only thing I'm promoting is love. That's it.
Mhm.
The only thing I'm promoting is love. Like, I just want to bask in the glow of love. That's it. There's no other ulterior motive.
You've even taken a back seat. Your music, you kind of put aside a little bit.
I'm just taking a break. I work all year round. So, I'm not going to be gigging as much. I'm not going to be performing as much. I'm doing a few, but not like what I normally do. Clifton has been very patient when it comes to traveling, because we started a long distance relationship, and this man deserves time. He deserves time with this woman. So I'm giving, he has that.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, congratulations to you. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
A-List, we made it happen all the way from Mexico.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing. We're so proud of you. And we'll keep watching. Ready to Love. Thank you, Joy.
Hi, Joy. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was pretty amazing. Autumn, it's so wonderful being back with you. I know I was hinting around to the news. Next week, can I say something next week about your news?
Sure, you can. I'll let Angela be the one to break it to everybody. So far.
We're going to break it together. Okay. This has been amazing, Autumn. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, everybody, for watching us. I love you so much, Autumn Joy. What's my favorite show? Autumn Joy Live.
And what's my favorite show? Pillow Talk with Angela Stribling.
Yay! Love you, girl.